If something is precious, where do you want to invest this life? What is ticking away is not time, what is ticking away is your life.
Life is an infinite number of doorways. If you are very diligent, you will open a few of them. If you're brilliant, you'll open many of them. But if you're truly vibrant, then they will open for you. Plans can be debilitating. It's good to have a plan, but it's more important. But one cell in your body is doing more activity than your brain could ever do. No, this is not the quality of a yogi. Even your dog knows this.
This is one thing that unfortunately humanity is not doing. How do I grow my intelligence? Don't worry about that. Right now, the important thing is to enhance your perception. Because your idea of success is sitting on top of somebody's head, isn't it? This is not success, this is sickness.
If I look at something, if I look at a person, I know their past, present and future. That is the level of attention I'm paying to them.
Just working hard doesn't do things in the world.
Just having a degree of engineering may be a passport to a job, but it is not a passport to success.
Maybe not everyone, but a whole lot of people, their commitment to success is weak.
There is no such thing as failure. Failure is an idea, because success is also a stupid idea. It's your idea, what is success and what is failure, isn't it? Instead of trying to change the world, change your idea. Isn't it easier? If you just change your idea of success and failure, everything is great, isn't it? If you were a beggar on the street, today, if you could walk into the restaurant, eat a masala dosa and pay 10 rupees bill, this would be the height, the peak of your success. Isn't it so? So, you've gotten trapped in social situations and it is not even your idea. Why am I crediting you with this? It is somebody's idea of what is success, isn't it? Don't become a slave to somebody's idea. At least have your own idea. You have no idea of your own. Don't deceive yourself. Every idea, every thought, every emotion, every value that you have is picked up from somewhere and it rules you from within. It rules you from within. Your religion, your society, your culture has trained you to believe that this is it. So the first and foremost success is that you are not a slave to anybody's idea. This is success. Whatever the situation of life, you're alive means you're successful, isn't it? No? Let me see it if you're successful. This is success, you're alive. You don't know the value of life you're crying about the share market. You do not know the value of life. Because the damn graph is going up and down, you want to die? No, but I lost so much money. There is no such thing. These are all social things, these are not existential things. We created the society for our well-being, not to take our lives. Yes? You created your family, your social structure and every other damn thing for your well-being, not to take your life, isn't it? Now every damn thing can take your life. Don't make things that you create, things that human beings create, larger than your life. That is the basis of your suffering.
For every one of you, your life is precious, isn't it? It's a precious life. If something is precious, where do you want to invest this life? Because what you call as my life is just a certain amount of time and energy, isn't it? Yes? As you sit here, your life is ticking away or no? What is ticking away is not time, what is ticking away is your life. Yes or no? So this energy that you call as my life, how are you going to invest it? Because it's going to… if you're doing something truly worthwhile, it gets over before you know what happened. Only if you're doing something worthless, it feels like a long life. Have you noticed this? On a particular day when you're very happy, 24 hours, poof, it went off like that, like a moment. You're miserable, 24 hours feels like 10 years. Have you not noticed this? So only miserable people will have a long life. Joyful people, life goes away like that, as if it's a couple of days. It passes away like that if you are creating what you really care to create. So, one thing that every young person should do is, without the influence of the peers of your own age group, without the influence of your professors and your parents, without any kind of influence, somewhere you must stay by yourself, at least for 2-3 days, and look at it. What is it that I want to invest this precious life into? What is it that will be worthwhile today and worthwhile after 50 years for me to invest myself into? You invest your life into that, whatever it is. However small, big, it doesn't matter. If you see that this is something truly worthwhile and you invest your life in that, this will be a life of fulfillment.
Small things or big things, it doesn't matter. In every single act, a human being longs to be successful. Life is an infinite number of doorways. If you're very diligent, you will open a few of them. If you're brilliant, you'll open many of them. But if you're truly vibrant, then they will open for you. The process of being successful becomes so complex for people that why they're working towards it is generally completely forgotten, and they will start evolving concepts of success, all kinds of concepts. What is being successful? I would like to… can I tell you a joke? You're looking so serious. There was a man in India whose name is Shankaran Pillai. Okay? It's like John Smith. His son came to United States. Obviously, an Indian young man means he's a software engineer. He went to Texas, Houston and started working there. Then he fell in love with a white American woman. He struggled because back home, this love affair is a crime. He struggled and struggled, then one day told his mother, then the mother informed the father, and the father exploded. He went back home to convince him, didn't work, because in India, if you have to get married, they're tracing your family tree for 5,000 years. They're looking at the genetic purity of the person that you're marrying. So somebody from somewhere else, a white woman from America, how can you marry her? What do we know about her genetics? Where does she come from? What is her lineage? Da, da, da. So no way to convince, he came back. And of course, when he came back again, he fell in love and they went ahead. Then the father disowned. Shankaran Pillai just disowned his son, I have nothing to do with you. But Years went by and they had a boy. And the boy's picture from the day he was born, it was on the Facebook, and the wife sticks it in his face, and the little baby, and it is growing up every day and all the things. Slowly, you have disowned the son, but the grandson is a different matter. Slowly, within a matter of 1-2 years, he completely fell in love with this little baby that he has not seen. Things happened and people started coming from America, those who were traveling. Oh, you must see your grandson. You not seen him? Oh, you must see him, this is the fruit of your life. Slowly it caught him. Then he decided he's not going to see his son's face. He'll come to America and only see the grandson's face. And of course he's not going to look at that white woman. Then he came to America and a 7-year-old boy, full of energy, they're living on a small ranch, he's all over the place doing all kinds of things. He completely got washed away by this little fellow. Then this little boy one day said, "Grandpa, come, I'll show you my archery skills." He took him to the barn inside and he went into the barn and there he saw 8 targets, all of them with the arrow in the bullseye. Shankaran looked at it and then he thought, oh, this is my grandson. He thought of all the great legendary archers of India, Arjuna and Ekalavya and he saw the future, all the Olympic gold medals falling from the sky. Then he asked, "From what distance did you shoot?" The boy said, "From 20 yards. What? From 20 yards, 8 targets, you shot them dead on, bullseye? How do you do this?" Then the boy said, "Grandpa, I first shoot and then paint the target." So, these concepts about being successful can be very crippling. And I've continuously been with people, they've reached a certain point of success and their concepts of success are not fitting, their life is not fitting into their concept of success and it's breaking it and they think something is going wrong. It is not going wrong, they're just getting better, situations are pushing them on, but their concept is breaking up, so they're suffering their success. You will see any number of people going through these kind of things. When we talk about success, I'm sure all of you must be already having plans as to how to unfold this success in your life. Made your plans. Plan is good. But plans again can get caught up in things because you plan from what you know today. Nobody can plan from something that you do not know. Your plan means it is an exaggeration of today as a tomorrow. Right now you're here at a certain level, now you think, my plan means this must be 10 times more in this many years or whatever, or 100 times or 1,000,000 times or whatever. But plan is just essentially an exaggeration of what is today. Maybe there is a certain logic to it, maybe there is a certain understanding of the logistic attached to it, but essentially it's an exaggeration of today. That means in many ways it's ruled out whatever other possibilities which are not yet in your experience. In Pennsylvania, you heard of the Pennsylvania floods? Pennsylvania has floods, It once happened, a big flood came and water started rising in a small town and it rose up to the house is getting submerged. So 2 young boys got onto the roof of their house and they were sitting there. And then they saw a hat going up and down in front of the house. One of the boys asked, "What is that? Why is that hat going up and down?" So the other boy said, "Don't worry, it's my dad. Yesterday night he got into a fight with my mom and took a vow, hell or high water, I'm going to mow that lawn." So, plans can be debilitating. It's good to have a plan, but it's more important that you have a purpose. If you have a purpose, plans will evolve, things will happen, plans will fall apart, new things will come up. Whatever has to happen will happen. If you hold on to a certain purpose, other things will just serve that purpose. But if you are very committed to a plan as such, then plan can become a blueprint for restriction. It is also a possibility. It's all right to hold a plan, but you must hold a plan at a certain distance. You shouldn't get identified with the plan. The process of success. See, essentially, success is a desire in every human being. You can put some fire into it and make it your passion. But if it becomes a need within you, that you must be successful, otherwise you will suffer, then you are heading for a problem, a serious problem. Our passions can turn into poison if we start becoming resentful for the non-fulfillment of those passions. When I say turning into poison, today there's substantial medical and scientific evidence to show that if you become resentful, when you resent something, when you're angry with something, when you're frustrated with something, we can medically today check, we can do a little bit of blood work and show you're actually putting poison into your system. These are poisons that you drink and you hope somebody else will die. Life does not work like that. If you drink poison, you die, and it's fair. It's very fair, isn't it? If you drink poison, you must die. I drink poison, I want him to die. It doesn't work like that. So these emotions always take away the fundamental ability. See, there is something called as a genius in a human being. Every human being has it, every human being touches it at some moment of life. But the question is, how often do you touch it? That's a question. You sparked once in your lifetime, that's not good enough. You must be sparking all the time, isn't it? What is genius? There are many ways to look at it. One simplest way to look at it is, when we say intelligence, we are always thinking logical thought. No, logical thought will be meaningless probably in another 25 years, because your computer may be able to explore all the permutations and combinations of logical thought much quicker and better than you can do. So touching the genius means there's another dimension of intelligence within you. What did you have for breakfast?
Chicken in salad.
See, he ate a chicken. Over the afternoon, this chicken has transformed itself into a human being. If you ask Charles Darwin, how long does it take for a chicken to become a human being, he would talk in terms of millions of years. Here he is. Over the afternoon, he transforms a chicken into a human being. So there is an intelligence here, there is a competence here, which is capable of what nature did over 1,000,000 years like that over the afternoon. Only thing is, this is an unconscious state of intelligence. Whatever is unconscious, if the necessary striving is there, you can make it into your conscious process. In your conscious process, if this intelligence, even a drop of this intelligence is available to you, suddenly life will spark like it's a magic. What everybody slogs for, you can just simply do it. Now when I say intelligence, always people would think this. If you say intelligence and ask them to show in sign language, they'll also always say this, isn't it? They'll not say this or this or this or this, but one cell in your body is doing more activity than your brain could ever do. One molecule of DNA is doing so many millions of functions in a minute that you can never ever figure it out. Yes or no? So in yoga, in the yogic systems, in the yogic sciences, We never look at anything as mind. There's no such thing as mind. There is a physical body and there is a mental body. So you learn to think through your body. It's a short session, it's not an area that we should enter right now, but I have to tell you this. There are many things personally that I do at the same time. Now people come and tell me, just now I'm entering the session, somebody comes and tells me, Sadhguru, these building plans have to happen, because we do everything ourselves. Now by the time I get out, I'll have the building plan ready as I'm speaking here, because 12 to 14 channels actively keep going on in my head. It is not just in the head, you learn to think through your body. Learning to think through your body will never give you a headache, that's the best part of it. Now, all these responsibilities and 1,000 things happening at the same time, won't you get stressed? There is no such thing, because you use a deeper dimension of yourself and everybody is capable of this and everybody has it. You may not have the same level of intellect as somebody else has. That is always subject to person. But all of you eat, if you eat a carrot, you can digest it. That means you have another dimension of intelligence. Yes? If you set up the necessary situation that everything that's there within the system is available for you, success is an assured thing for that person. If you want to do anything well, suppose you want to drive well, the more you know about your car, the better you know your car, the better you can drive it. Is that so? Yes? Is that so? Then, this goes for you, the better you know this one, the better you can deal with it, the better you can conduct this to the process of life. Just knowing the surface of it, you're not going to do a great job. If you just want to go to your office, maybe you just have to know where the steering wheel is and where the 2 or 3 pedals are. But if you want to put this on the Formula One track, you better know everything, all the dynamics that are functioning in the driving of a car, isn't it? So if you want to be on the fast track, you need to know much more about it. If you somehow want to survive and go, you don't have to know much about it. I believe when you call yourself an entrepreneur, you're planning to be on the fast track. If you want to be on the fast track, there should be nothing about this that you do not know. You must know how to conduct this. You must know how this will function at its optimum level. When I say optimum, see right now, if I close my eyes and stand here, if somebody walks into this hall, I will tell you what kind of person has walked into this hall. You could do well with this in your office, isn't it? Yes or no? In your business, somebody walked into your place, if you just look at him, you know what has walked into your office. Would it be a big thing? Oh, what should I do? What great yoga should I do? No, this is not the quality of a yogi. Even your dog knows this. Yes or no? Your dog is sitting under the sofa, somebody came at the front door, he knows who has come. Yes or no? Why is it that you're missing out, I'm asking? You're missing out because you have messed up your mind in such a way. If you just learn to handle this properly, you will see human perception is such that you don't have to struggle with every little thing. The stress and nonsense that you're going through in life is simply because this has not been sufficiently explored. So spiritual process does not mean looking up or looking down, it means looking inward. Because the more you know about it, the more efficiently and more successfully you can conduct this. It doesn't matter what qualifications you have, it doesn't matter what accumulated information you have in your head, essentially your success is determined by how this one is right now, yes or no? And how to keep this one in the highest possible level of alertness and balance, exuberance and equanimity. If you do not know this, you will be only successful by chance. And even if you're successful, anyway you will suffer it, you will not enjoy it.
Fate, God, luck, effort. Maybe all of them. But in what proportion? So when you say fate, obviously it's something that you cannot do anything about. When you say luck, again obviously it's something that you cannot do anything about. When you say God, again it's something that you cannot do anything about. So only thing that's in your hands is effort. So put your 100% into your effort, what happens, happens, isn't it? So don't leave proportions of your energy and your capability to luck, God, fate, all these things. That's not your business. If there is such a thing, it will act. Your business is only effort, isn't it? Just do that. Effort has to be incisive in the sense, it should be focused, calibrated. Simply if you make effort, it's foolish effort, isn't it? Just labor is not going to get you somewhere. Right kind of action, the right timing, right place, all this is important, isn't it? So, for all these things to happen, you need perception and intelligence. So that's all you must do in your life. Constantly looking for ways to enhance your perception and your intelligence. Rest will anyway happen. This is one thing that unfortunately humanity is not doing. They're trying to become capable of something. Do not try to become capable of something. Just enhance your perception and intelligence, whatever comes your way. Right now, let us say it's like this, this is happening in the world all the time. Everybody wants to become a doctor. Not now, if 25 years ago it was so. If you want to study means, first thing is medicine. If you don't get a seat, what's next? Engineering. Don't get a seat, what? Next thing, like this. So let's say you became a doctor and let us say everybody came to the yoga program and they stopped going to a doctor. At least your visits to the doctor has come down, isn't it? Has it? Has it come down or no? For sure, it's come down. So business will go down. It will no more be a good profession to go into, because very few doctors are becoming doctors because they want to become doctors. Others are becoming doctors because they think it's lucrative, isn't it? Isn't it so? Most people are becoming doctors because they think somebody's sickness is a lucrative business. It's a very… I don't want to go into other aspects, it's quite disturbing for me. There are a few doctors who really want to be that. They want to understand the human system and they want to serve in that direction, that's great. Suppose everybody became healthy. You don't want that, isn't it? Yes, you don't want that. So do not try to put up a recipe for your success. Success is only when you are able to use yourself to your full potential. It doesn't matter whether you become a doctor or a politician or a yogi or what the hell you become is not the thing. Success means you are living your life to your full potential. That's what success means. If that has to happen, you need perception and an active intelligence. How do I grow my intelligence? Don't worry about that. Right now, the important thing is to enhance your perception. If you're able to see life just the way it is, you have the necessary intelligence to conduct it well. If you're not able to see life the way it is, your intelligence will work against you. Most intelligent people on this planet are generally the most miserable people on the planet. This is simply because they have an active intelligence but no perception of life. So, one most important thing that people have not worked at is to enhance their perception. They're trying to broaden their mind, that's not the point. That will only make you socially successful, not truly successful. If you want to be truly successful, you must be able to see everything just the way it is, without distortions. If you can see everything just the way it is, life becomes a play. You can play it joyfully, you can play it well, for sure. If you can play it well, people will say you're successful. You should never think, I want to be successful. Don't ever think, I want to be successful. Just see how to make this being into a full-fledged being. People will say one day, oh, he's successful, he's a great success. You should not be aspiring for success, it's a miserable way to structure your life. You will simply cause pain and suffering to yourself and suffering to everybody, because your idea of success is sitting on top of somebody's head, isn't it? Yes or no? Your idea of success is right now, everybody should be below you, you must be on the top. This is your idea of success. This is not success, this is sickness. So do not ever think of success. Just see how to make this into a full-fledged being. This will find expression. If it finds good expression, people around you will say, oh, he is a great success. That's fine. People should recognize you're a success. You should not be thinking how to be successful. Very wrong way to approach life. My own vision has never failed me, so I always kept away from all scriptures because I didn't want to clutter myself with something or the other. The only thing that I learned and I continue to do is, if I look at something, if I look at a person, I know their past, present and future. That is the level of attention I'm paying to them. I don't look at like this. When I look at it completely, with all that I have. If you pay enough attention, there is nothing that will not yield. So I never had any reason or need to go looking for scriptures or something. With all respect and regard for them, it is not that I'm averse to it, it's just that I've not had the time. How this whole process started is, when I was very young, I realized that I just don't know anything. See, if you realize that you do not know, if it's a full-scale realization that you do not know anything, paying attention will be natural, because you know everything. You know this guy, you know this. There are assumptions and assumptions and assumptions. Well, I have used it in a different way, but even if you're doing business, even if it's for business purposes, the only reason why one human being seems to be… all the opportunities seems to be going in his direction and not other people is simply because he's able to see and other people are not able to see. It's not that it's not there for others. One is able to see and others are not able to see. So essentially, a leader means that you're able to see something that others are not able to see. So, attention without intention, simply being attentive, that's what we were trying to do in the afternoon. Not paying attention to something, just practicing attention, a very heightened level of attention where an unfocused attention, but when you focus it on something, just about anything has to yield, there is no other way to that attention. So, I always focused on enhancing and sharpening my attention never under attention because what you gather is not you. Essentially, you know that you exist only because you have some sense of attention right now, isn't it? Suppose you fall asleep and you lose your attention, you do not even know that you exist. So the basis of your existence itself is attention. And this attention need not be mortgaged to anything. You just have to sharpen the attention. See, if you have a knife in your hands, there is no such thing that you have to cut only apples with this. If you have a sharp enough knife, you could cut anything that you want. But the important thing is the knife is sharp enough so that your attention is keen enough, not for something or the other. If your attention has become very keen, if you wish to do a certain type of activity, you can successfully do it.
Just working hard doesn't do things in the world. This is the biggest problem. Right from your childhood, your parents taught you, if you study, how should you study? Study hard. If you work, how should you work? Work hard. You do everything hard. If you do things hard, things won't happen. It'll become a donkey's life, just doing everything hard. Nobody told you, you must study in joy. Nobody told you, you must work in love. They told you, you must do it hard. They made their lives very difficult for themselves. Now they're ensuring that your life becomes difficult too. Why do you work hard? What are you working hard? If it's hard, give it up. If you can do it joyfully, you do it. Otherwise, don't do it, isn't it? Isn't it so? If you're going to make yourself miserable in the process of working, what use is your work to yourself or to anybody around you? You just sit at the temple gates and beg and eat, it's better. Somebody will throw you 1 rupee, 2 rupee. You eat out of it, at least that you do joyfully. Sit there happily, eat what people throw into your bowl. If you're going to make it so hard for yourself, I'm sure you're making it very hard for everybody around you, isn't it? If you're going to spread misery in the world, it's better you don't do anything. If you're going to spread joy in the world, go and do as much as you can. Now you work hard. Just because you work hard, things need not happen, and they do not happen. One day it happened. Can I tell you a joke? Shankaran Pillai's old ambassador wouldn't start. Does anybody still own ambassador? No? All of you evolved out of it. His old ambassador wouldn't start. So he went home. He had a kitten at home. He brought the kitten, harnessed it to the ambassador. He said, "Go, let's go, let's go." People looked at this and said, "Are you crazy? Can this little kitten pull the ambassador car? Generally, it takes God to move this car." "What are you doing?" Shankaran Pillai said, "Don't you fool yourself, I have a horsewhip." You believe you can do everything hard and it'll work. It'll not work just because you do it hard. You must do the right thing, only then it works, isn't it? If you do not do the right thing, it does not work. People who are successful not because necessarily they work hard, they just know what's the right thing to do with their kind of job. That's why they're successful. Another day, Shankaran Pillai fell into the septic tank. I want you to imagine, right up till here in filth. Please imagine and see. He tried to get out desperately, he couldn't. Then after some time, he started screaming, "Fire, fire, fire!" Neighbors heard the fire screams, called the fire brigade. The firemen came and looked everywhere, no fire. Then they found him in the septic tank, pulled him out. And then they asked, "Why were you screaming fire?" Then Shankaran Pillai retorted, "If I said shit, shit, would you come?" You must do the right thing, otherwise it doesn't work. So just working hard will not do. You must do the right thing, otherwise it doesn't work.
See, let's say you want to run on the field, let's say you want to run a race, you want to run 100 meters. It is not running that you have to work on right now, you have to work on your legs and lungs and muscle and everything, isn't it so? So, if you want to become a great engineer, yes, definitely an institute like this is crucial on one level. But any number of people might have come here and gone, not all of them became great engineers. Though they might have produced hundreds of great engineers, still not all of them will become, simply because of their own individual attitudes and competence and whatever else, isn't it? So, whatever the institute can do for you, it is doing. One foremost thing that you need to do is to enhance your own physical and mental capabilities. Because if you want to be a good engineer, you need a working brain. Just having a degree of engineering may be a passport to a job, but it is not a passport to success, isn't it? So to have a working brain, which the engineering degree will not freeze. Usually lots of degrees, when people acquire degrees, they freeze their brains. They think they can… now they have finished using it and now they can rest it for the rest of their lives. It is not so. This is only to enhance your capability. This is just an organized effort. A school, a college, an institute is just an organized effort towards that, because each individual cannot craft it for himself. That is why an institution. Otherwise, an institution has no other purpose. It is here to just organize that possibility of you striving to be of a certain competence. But that is a mass application. But as an individual, your most important thing is you as a human being, you are functioning at the fullest level. If that has to happen, there are other dimensions which one needs to explore. Unfortunately, though these sciences and technologies for inner well-being have been the mainstay of this culture for thousands of years, today we are largely losing it for various reasons, because we want to imitate somebody else. We don't want to imitate our grandfather Topiwala anymore. We want to imitate the hat seller from another country. Because of that, we are losing those things, but we should not. We have to bring it back into our lives. This is very much a part of the way the culture itself is structured, that it is all about the human being. See, this is the only culture which talks about, which even an illiterate person in this culture is aware of, that you can actually evolve to another dimension of existence. Even if I go into a village and talk to an illiterate peasant who has not read anything, who doesn't know anything, who's not heard any of this stuff, even to him if I go, he will not ask me, give me a golden horse or something, he'll say, "Enakku mukti venum Swami." He's saying he wants ultimate liberation. Where did this fellow get this? Nowhere else on the planet this is possible. Nowhere else on this planet is it possible that an illiterate person is thinking that he can break his present dimension of existence and go to another place, whatever that place is. So, this was bred into our culture so deep, we should not lose it. It was not just the idea, there are technologies to become free. If you became free
from the process of your body and the process of your mind, if you can sit outside of it and work it, you would work it brilliantly, do you understand? You would be able to use this body and use this mind only when you are able to not treat it as myself. These are powerful instruments in your life. These instruments can be employed the way you want it, only when you have an outside access to it. Right now, you are a phenomenal computer, but you don't know where the keyboard is. When you can't think, you scratch this spot, that's not where it is. Do you see people? When they cannot think, they're thinking hard, they scratch here. It doesn't work like that. There are proper steps that one can take. It could be offered here if everybody is willing for that.
This happened in your school, maybe later in your university, later in your work. It's happening to people, maybe not everyone, but to a whole lot of people. Their commitment to success is weak. They want to succeed, they will take 3 steps, then something little interesting happens here, they will go away here, they'll go away there, they'll go away there. Hey, I want to live, huh? Their commitment to success is weak. Either situations around them in some way, situations can impede you from doing what you're doing very easily. Many times it happens to everyone. But when this happens, people weaken their commitment for their success. Maybe physically, they'll feel little weak, they will weaken their commitment to success. Maybe their emotions slosh around a little bit, they will weaken their commitment to success. This is very important right now. However long it takes, this virus, you must come out of this successfully. That means you must stay alive, that's an important part. And commitment to staying alive should not be slackened, no matter what happened. Somebody very dear to us passed away, all the more important we must live. People around us are all sick, all the more important we are healthy to take care of the people around us. So our commitment to success should not weaken because there is social drama going on or physiological drama or psychological drama, whatever happens, your commitment to success should not weaken. That is what gets you across so many lines in our life, so many barriers in our life. So, what does success look like? What does it take? You must understand, those who made any significant achievements in their life, they did not, I don't want to take any personal examples of anybody, I'm trying to avoid obvious things that are coming to my mind. Well, I know family and friends who always have their breakfast on time. And after breakfast, of course, they must have coffee. After coffee, of course, they must light up a cigarette and sit there nicely because they're trying to become peaceful. And then they will go to work, come back home exactly on time for lunch, eat lunch, rest for 1 or 2 hours, sleep, then evening have one tea and then smoke, and then again go to work. And 8 o'clock, 8:30, they're back home for dinner and then maybe other things, drink and this and that and whatever. Well, that's their priority. It's fine, I'm not complaining, it should not be that way. But those who have been very successful, either in music, sport, art, business, spiritual process, doesn't matter what, those people never know when they ate, when they slept, when they got afternoon rest. I've not seen such a thing in my life. So, those who are committed to being successful with whatever they're doing, one important aspect of their life is they're not settling down wherever it's a bit comfortable. Because comfort will happen when they lower you to in the grave, very comfortable you are, you know. Have you seen how comfortable they are? Once they're dead, if you throw them there also they're comfortable, if you lower them they're comfortable, even if you burn them. Right? Yes or no? Comfort will come. Right now, it's about ensuring that there is profoundness of experience and there is impactfulness of activity. Because if they had given you a limitless amount of time, you could do all those things, nothing wrong, I'm not against them. But they gave you such little time with such tremendous potential of being human, that's the problem.
Today, the modern world is always goal-oriented in the sense we want to win the game. Whether it's life or game, they're only thinking about winning. I feel that's a big mistake. If people don't win a game because they want to win a game. Who doesn't want to win? Everybody wants to win. People win a game because they play well, isn't it? Any team wins because they play well, not because they want to win. Who doesn't want to win? You know, we say in yoga, if you keep one eye on the goal, you have only one eye to find your way. That's not a good way to play a game. It's better both your eyes are on the game. The winning, the cup and the accolades are things which happen because we play a game well. It's not because we want them, it'll happen. Because we play well, it happens. So, it's always best that we keep our eyes, our body, our mind, everything focused on just one thing. That is when a human being functions at his maximum efficiency. There's a beautiful incident in our culture when Dronacharya is teaching Arjuna and a few other boys archery. He asked one by one to look up at the tree and aim and shoot at the bird that was sitting there, a wooden bird that was kept up on the tree. And a small dot was marked on the neck of the bird, and Dronacharya said, you must aim at that particular dot and shoot. So when they just pulled the string and they're just about to shoot, he asked them to stop and ask, what do you see? So they said, we see the leaves, we see the tree, we see the fruit, we see the bird, we see so many things. Everybody said this. And when Arjuna's chance came, when he was ready to shoot and Drona asked him, what do you see? He just said, I see only one dot. And it is one who sees only one. When one's vision is totally one-pointed, that is when you get there. When everything in you gets organized in one direction, that is when the best results happen. That's so you're playing a hockey game. It's not about winning, it's not about getting a cup back home, it's not about newspapers, it's not about fame. Your whole business is just to how to get the damn ball into the goal. Every moment of being there on the field, that's all, isn't it? As 10 people on the field, just seeing how to get that ball every time in there. The idea is to get it there every moment. They won't let you get it there every moment, but the whole thing is to just get it there, get it there, get it there. If our mind is focused on how to win the cup, will we win the cup or not, will we win the match or not? I have seen, whether it's football or cricket or hockey or whatever, many matches are lost before the game is over. Somebody has scored 3 goals against you. So what, 3 goals can be scored in a minute? Oh, such miracles don't happen, it's not true. It can be done and it's happened sometimes, isn't it? So the business is not how much somebody has scored or not scored, whether you're going to win or not win. When you're playing a game, there's only just one goal, putting that ball into the goal, that's all. If we just stay this way, at least who we are, our talent will get fully expressed. What we are not, we cannot do. If we do not do what we are not capable of, it doesn't matter. But if we do not do what we are capable of, that's a tragic life, isn't it? Isn't it so? If one does not do what he is not capable of, it does not matter. But if one does not do what he is capable of, that's a wasted life. And when our focus is not one-pointed, this wastage always will happen because we are thinking about something else. If everything is focused in one way, your body, your energy, your mind, everything is organized in just one direction. A person who is going in one direction will go somewhere. A person who is trying to go in 5 different directions will not go anywhere. So much time and energy and effort is wasted in trying to go in different directions. So if one can just keep this in his mind, there is nothing else to the game except putting the ball there. It is not about winning, it's not about the cup, it's not about anything, it's just about putting the ball into the goal, that's all. At least your talents will be fully expressed. If we are not good enough, we have to prepare more. If we are good enough, the results will come for us, that's all the game is about. But if our talent doesn't find full expression, that is a waste. That should not happen to us.
Let's make it happen.